Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the last episode, we did some stuff and some things and some things and some stuff, and mostly we just did affinity missions for Alexa and HB. So, pretty much my party's where I left it last episode. So today I said we were going to do more affinity missions, but I guess I'm a liar because I've decided we're going to start doing the heart-to-hearts. We need to start doing them sometime, and I don't know how long they're going to take, so I need to gauge how long they're going to take. So let's start by doing all of Elma's heart-to-hearts in today's episode. I marked down where they all are. I made a list so I know where they are. I have 4 of them on my map already, so I already know where 4 of them are. I don't know where the 5th, or I didn't know where the 5th one was, but I looked it up and put it on my list because I want to do this efficiently and as quickly as possible. So what I'll likely do in between these is cut, obviously cut in between so I can just show them as quickly as possible. So let's start off by talking to Elma. She's over here in the industrial district. This one is actually marked on my map for me, so let's do it. Expanding the effective area of the deflector shields will require optimizing our energy output by at least 8%. The only way to accomplish that is by multiplexing our energy drivers. Alright, I'll prepare a couple of design proposals. You can bring them to the mechanical team and see which they think is most workable. Oh, hello there, Funky G. Sorry about that. I was wrapped up in a conversation about technical issues with New LA's defenses, which you heard. Anyway, I didn't even notice you were there. How you doing, girl? Oh, that? Oh, it's nothing. I did a little bit of mechanical engineering work years ago, but it hardly qualifies as one of many talents. Honestly, outside of engineering, combat is my only noteworthy talent. I can't even cook like Lynn. So I'm determined to see what few talents I do have put to the best possible use for the people of New LA. I hope you too can avoid being constrained by the constant demands of Blade and can put your other talents to use and then... put your other talents to use now and then for the good of New LA. I think I can do that. I'm glad you understand. If everyone used their unique talents to help everyone else out, I know we'd be able to survive our current travails. And beyond that, we'd be better positioned to build a bright future for all of us here in New LA. Then we Blades could truly say that we're building a legacy. Indeed. You completed Elma's Heart-to-Heart the Techie. Alright, so this is actually pretty fast. You just have to be able to know where they are. So we should be able to do all of Elma's Heart-to-Hearts here very fast. And also, one thing I like about this is it actually levels up the people in my party's affinity as I talk to her and pick the answers. So, I'm glad I brought 3 people I'm working on. So that's cool. Alright, so let's go to the second heart-to-heart. We're going to do this as efficiently as possible, damn it. We may even have time to do all of Lynn's if I feel like it. Alright, so I'll be right back at her next one. Alright, so here's Elma again over here. We're in the residential district at nighttime, and this one actually requires to have the cat as your pet in your barracks. I checked it. It's actually on the map. It says that. I didn't even have to look that one up. That's interesting. Anyway, there's a reason why, because she's over here talking to a cat. That actually makes sense. Alright, Elma, what's up? What am I doing? I'm playing with this cat. I figured that was kind of obvious. Do I not seem like an animal-loving type to you? Believe it or not, I had a pet Siamese on Earth. On my days off, she would crawl into my lap and let me stroke her chin while I enjoyed a good book. Petting cats always reminded me of life on Earth. What about you? Does interacting with pets remind you of anything? Sure. I remember having pets. Your face lights up when you talk about pets. Such a powerful reaction to a lost memory. I wonder if that means it's actually a returning memory. Do you think pets could serve as a trigger to recovering your other memories? Or your other lost memories? Oh yeah, that's right, because I don't know shit. I forgot everything. I still don't even know who or what I was. I almost forgot about that story plot line. Anyway, might I ask you another question, just as a matter of personal curiosity? What animal do you think makes the best pet? Cats, dogs, or Elma? I'm picking it. It's funny. I'm an Elma person. That's interesting. You know I'm not a pet, right? So why on earth would you even say that? Perhaps this is another symptom of the damage your Mimiazome suffered in the crash. I'll make an appointment for you at the Mimiazome Maintenance Center and request they perform a disassembly so they can analyze your components. Whoa! Morbid? Jesus. Oh, don't worry. It's a routine procedure for severe mental damage. I'll personally make sure they do a thorough job of cleaning out your skull. Good lord. God damn, that girl just fucking threatened my life. Did you see that? She fucking threatened me. Anyway, let's go to the third one before she fucking murders my soul. Alright, here's Elma again, over here in the commercial district, over by these big-ass buildings where we saw the Manon murder itself. Commit suicide, whatever. Anyway, she's over here in the morning.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Funky G, what a coincidence. Are you interested in cars? Not really. I kind of hate cars, actually. Is that right? I'm hardly an expert on the topic, but the cars here seem different from the ones I knew back on Earth. I have a gearhead friend who used all kinds of crazy car jargon when he drove me around in his classic car. White walls, glass packs, supercharged Hemi, rack and pinion steering, stuff like that. His car was really old-fashioned, and it stalled all the time. But I think it gave me an appreciation for the history of the automobile. It made me feel like cars were more than just a bunch of bolts and metal. They're a fantastic place to have sex. Anyways, my first car was steam-powered. Suggest to take Elma for a ride once you buy a car. Hey girl, you want to go ride my car? Sounds great, but first we have to bring back the classic cars. I wonder if there's enough information about old cars in the Lifehold archives for us to reproduce them. I know it's hardly feasible now, but let's do what we can to make it reality someday. That would really be something to look forward to. Indeed it would. Driving force. Alright, that was an easy one. Okay, Elma's heart-to-heart number 3 is completo. Let's go to number 4. We're almost there. Oh, there she is. Alright, here's the 4th heart-to-heart. There you go. Ready, steady. Oh, by the way, it's evening here on the Manon ship.
Look who it is.
What are you doing here, Funky G? You must enjoy this place as much as I do, huh? It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? So what's catching your eye today? The pizza, the light, the friendship. I guess the light? I don't know. Ah, indeed. I'm sure the Manon don't give it a second thought, but it certainly is beautiful. Did you know that this light is the power source for this entire vessel? It's some sort of perpetual motion machine that doesn't produce a very high energy output, but it is both perfectly safe and completely clean. I doubt humanity has the technological capacity to pull off anything like that, at least not yet. But I'm sure it will be available to us someday. Vandham has practically been salivating at the thought. This light is to the Manon what fire is to humanity. And like fire, one day it won't seem special at all. It'll just be part of our world when we take it for granted. Or that we take for granted. Mankind advances, and if it's by joining hands with xenoforms, then that only makes it all more impressive. Alright, that's cool. Easy peasy. Alright. Time for the last heart-to-heart for Elma. BRB, BRB. I didn't even realize, but I actually do have this one marked on my map. I didn't even notice. It's actually right there on my map. It's marked right here inside of the barracks. Well, I looked it up. Anyway, you gotta be here at nighttime. Obviously, Elma can't be in your party, and she's standing right here instead of by the mission thing. Something wrong? Oh, hello, Funky G. Sorry about that. I was just lost in thought. Or maybe it's more accurate to say that I was getting a bit sentimental. When exactly did this place become my home? When did I grow to love it so? So many unexpected things have happened, you know? And yet, humanity has begun to lay down roots on this planet in spite of it all. I don't know. Maybe that's why I feel like my perceptions have changed a little. When I finish a mission and return to the barracks, it really feels like I'm coming home. Totally. Agreed. It makes me happy to hear that. Did you know that our floor is unique within the Blade Barracks? Our quarters are larger than those of the other teams, and also come with the biggest kitchen. I've been blessed to be able to share them only with the people I trust completely. Nagi and Vandham even allowed me to bring Lin and Tatsu in here, despite her age and his, well, him. It was good of them to make all that happen. Assume that it's her rank, or say, why do you get special treatment? It's just because you're awesome. No, I'm afraid that's not it. Blade has no ranks, not in a practical kind of way. I mean, the only people who really care that I'm a colonel are Arena and Gwyn. Think about it. Would you and Lin really want to live under the same roof as someone you had to address as colonel all the time? Nah, rank means nothing here. Anyway, if we have another opportunity someday, I might tell you more about it, and about me. But for now, we should drop it. I know you're busy enough without me taking up all your time. Really? But that's the point of these heart-to-hearts. You're supposed to tell me things. There is no other heart-to-heart. That was the last one. How are you going to tell me later when there is no later? Lame. Well then, that didn't take very long at all. Even though, and all the cutting I did, that took less than 20 minutes. I mean, less than 20 minutes in real time. So, yeah, I'm at less than 20 minutes. So that means, do we continue on with side quests, or do we do more heart-to-hearts? Now that I know what heart-to-hearts entail, I feel less inclined to have to do them all at once for one character. Now that I know that they're as simple as just talking to them, maybe we'll just do heart-to-hearts for this whole episode. I know one thing is true. Let's go do all of Lin's heart-to-hearts right now, because we have her at level 5 already. So we might as well finish off at least the 2 that we have ready to go to do them all. So let's do that real quick. Indeed she is. Alright, there she is. So here's Lin's first heart-to-heart. It's inside of the hangar in the Industrial District at nighttime. So here you go.
What's up?
Oh, what's up? Hey, Funky G. You here to test some sort of new weapon? I was just wondering if maybe I could make the flight module's energy system work a little more efficiently. I had a chance to talk it over with a mechanic from one of the arms manufacturers And man, the people working behind the scenes to develop state-of-the-art weapons sure do have a lot of interesting things to say. You wouldn't believe how rapidly technology is advancing here in New LA while we're out on deployment. Totally. You want to be a mechanic? Well, I guess I do get a teensy bit jealous of people who get to work with new technologies like that, but our work as Blades is equally important for weapon development, right? Like, remember when we saw that Aravis flying through the sky during a mission? I saw the way it stayed aloft while gliding, and that gave me the idea for a new tail assembly. The whole thing kind of blew me away. It made me glad I joined Blade, that's for sure. But I know you asked because you worry about me, and I appreciate it, Funky G. I wouldn't be able to continue inventing things the way I do if I didn't have you and Elma watching out for me all the time. You're welcome. You forgot about Doug? No, Doug. Doug. Aw, Funky G, you're so sweet. You're always, like, you've always been like a mother to me, you know? I'm gonna keep working my butt off to invent cool stuff that'll help all of us, okay? And yeah, I know that booster engine I was testing kinda exploded, but I'm not about to give up. In fact, I'd be honored if you joined me as my co-test pilot. What do you say? Totally. Really? That's great. There's so many things I want to work on, and Doug can't possibly handle them all. Now that I've got you to help me test, I can double down on making all those prototypes I've been itching to make. Thank you so much. You're welcome, I guess. Great. Now we got two people who want to make shit to make me explode. How about I let Alexa test it for you? Anyway, off to the second heart-to-heart. Alright, found Lynn. She's here with a dog. You gotta have the pet be a dog in the Blade Barracks this time. Which I also said on my map. Don't worry. Got that straight from the map. Anyway, Lynn, girl, what up? This little pup seemed lonely, so I took him for a walk. He wouldn't stop licking my face, and now it's all sticky and gross. Plus, it smells like jerky. But that's okay, because he's so darn cute. The Blade Barracks are way more fun now that he's around. Cool. Yeah, and I think he loves being here. Have you seen how hard his little tail wags when you come home? Hey, I have an idea. Tricks! I bet you'd be a great teacher, right? And it'll be easy with a student who's so eager to impress. Okay, so what trick do you want to start with? I guess shaking hands would be the most basic, but I'll leave it up to the master. We're gonna teach that motherfucker to do some flips, or we're gonna teach Lynn to say shake. No, let's make a motherfucker do some flips. Wow, that's ambitious. I love it. Skells, dogs, and everything else should all be able to fly. But if that's what we're doing, we might need to bring in the big guns. I'll talk to someone I know who used to be a professional dog trainer. If you're really determined to teach him an expert-level trick like that, you better study up a bit. It won't be easy, but between the two of us, I bet we'll have this pooch soaring through the skies before you know it. Ha! I'm getting all excited just the thought. Old dogs and new tricks. That was an interesting one. Anyway, okay. I guess that's it for that one. Let's go do another one. There she is. Hey, Lynn. Heart number 3. Here we go. Before it's not afternoon anymore. Bucky G, you're just in time. You have to save me. These women are fawning all over me, and I don't know what to do. Accept their adoration with grace, participate, and tell the women to go away. I'll just say, take it with grace. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for the attention. I really am. I mean, they invite me out for cake. They ask me to go on picnics. They're always wanting to go out on long drives or to catch a movie together. They probably think I'm lonely because there aren't any other girls here my age. That's really sweet and all, but I can't possibly do all that stuff in a single day off. Then you just do one thing. You could do it all if she made a mission out of it. Hey, not a bad idea. I like the way you think. So let's see. What kind of mission would this be? Oh, I know. I'll invite everyone out on an adventure to go search for one of those great picnic spots we keep hearing about. We could drive there in my Skell, eat some cake, and relax into the sun, and then come back home and catch the latest kaiju flick before we crash. Mission complete. Hey, wait a minute. If I turn my day into a mission, is it really a day off anymore? Good question. Oh, the conundrums of being a Blade. Alright, 3 down, 2 to go. Here we go. Then, oh, there she is. I was like, where the fuck she at? I don't see her on the square, man. Alright, there she is. Here we go. Number 4.
What should I make?
Hey, Funky G, how's it going? I was just about to go shopping to get ready for dinner. What do you feel like eating tonight? Deliciousness. I'll take care of it. Take Lingo clothes shopping first, or just cook Tatsu already. God. You wanna go clothes shopping? Hey, are you trying to say my clothes are lame? Actually, I don't think you've ever seen me in the street clothes, huh? I always just wear my ground gear because it's comfortable. Plus, I don't have a lot of confidence in my fashion sense. but I might feel awkward if it's just you and me, like I was a big fashion emergency or something. So let's do it another time and invite Elma, okay? Oh, and since it's your invitation, I assume you're the one buying, right? Cha-ching! Looking forward to it. But actually, this is no time to be thinking about that. I've got a dinner menu to prepare. We had Salisbury steak last night and Secretary Nagi's homemade soba noodles the night before that. So I guess tonight could be only one thing, which is... What? You really don't know? Beef stew, silly. That way we can use up all the leftover ground beef and noodles. Trust me, it'll be great. Okay, you say so. That one wasn't very interactive. Maybe I chose the wrong choice. Told her fashion sense sucked. Anyway, one more to go. Let's do it. Oh shit, there she is. Way the fuck up. What are you doing up there, girl? What are you doing up there? What are you doing? I don't even know if I can get up there. Alright, we're good. What are you doing up here?
You like it here too?
Hey, Funky G. I was just staring at the Manon ship. Isn't it incredible? I wonder how the Manon ever discovered that technology. That thing is so huge, and it isn't even flying. It just kind of floats. It makes virtually no noise and runs off an extremely clean energy source. With everyone's help, I was finally able to complete the scale flight module, but us humans are still a ways off from being able to match the Manon on the technology front. I've seen a lot of ganglion tech that impressed me too, you know. Like the Zoofarg, I think it was called. Yeah, we're nowhere near being able to add flight capabilities to such massive machines. I'd love to pay a visit to the labs at Meredith & Co. or Candid and Incredible. I bet I could learn a few things. Sure, let's check it out. At this rate, that's not likely at all. It could take decades or even centuries to replicate those technologies. And while we're playing catch-up, the Manon and Ganglion will develop newer and better things. So to help speed things along, if only a little, I need to learn all I can while we have experts here who are able to teach us. Once we catch up, hopefully we can start putting our own human spins on their technology. Anyway, I hope I'm not worrying you. I haven't been working on this stuff night and day or anything. I'm just, you know, taking some occasional time off. Elma's been on my case about it. She says I'll burn myself out if I don't relax more. Just have fun. Just have fun. What? For the entire day? Huh. That does sound pretty relaxing. But I'm not sure if I could be away from my machines for so long. Like, if I went to the park, there'd be cars driving around, right? Or if I went to see a movie, who knows what sort of fantastical technology might come up in the story, right? And then I'd find myself wondering what makes them tick and how I can improve them. And then blammo, I'm back at work. It happens every time. Thought that once I completed the flight module, I'd be okay not working on anything for a while. But completing it was so thrilling that it made me want to start working on upgrades. Honestly, just having this conversation makes me want to run home and grab a wrench. Anyway, I'm going to go check on the scales. See you back at the barracks. See you back later. Alright, so that does it for Lynn's heart-to-hearts. And now, like I said, now that I know that these are so quick and easy to do, I might actually just do everybody's. Like, I was going to wait till I have everybody at 5 hearts and just do them all at once. But honestly, that almost seems like a dumb idea, because to do that, then I gotta wait till I have their affinity maxed, when I could easily be working on their affinity while I'm doing this, because not only does this level up the affinity for the character they're for, this levels up the affinity for the characters I'm using when I do them. So in that case, let's go do some more heart-to-hearts, shall we? I think we should just do them for the rest of this episode. Let's just make this a straight-up heart-to-heart episode. Not like I haven't done that before in a previous game called Xenoblade Chronicles. Anyways, who am I starting with? I don't know. I'll have to just make a decision and we'll meet you there. Maybe I'll go in some sort of order. I don't know. Okay, so I think I accidentally saw him down here one day when I was walking around. Either on screen or off screen, I don't remember. I think I was down here for a quest and he was actually down here. Anyway, I ignored him because I figured it was a heart-to-heart. Anyways, I just decided to do Fogs because it was right near where I was already standing when I finished off Lynn's, and we can do it. So let's just do it. Fuck it. What's up, Fog? Oh, hello, Funky G. You got anything to say or just dots? Just dots? Alright. You looking at fish or are you just chilling? So I'm thinking about something. This looks like water, but it's actually a gel designed to cushion impacts. I've heard that when it hardens, it becomes like those giant crystals that surround the outer walls of New LA. I'm not sure I believe that. There's a rumor that you could inject a coagulating agent into it that would cause it to instantly harden. I was just internally debating whether or not I should test that theory out. Oh, I'll test. Let me test out how to make you harden. Something about hardening. Anyway, say you know. You'd also like to know. Yeah, I want to know. Encourage. I thought the matter might intrigue you. Please go ahead and test it out yourself. What? I'm gonna watch from far away. This was your idea, not mine. You're not gonna do it, are you? Figures. If you had, I'm sure Director General Chosan, Secretary Nagi, and Commander Vanham would have come down on you like a ton of bricks. Risking one's life and career to satisfy an idle curiosity would not be the wisest choice. So I guess we'll resist the temptation to try it for now. But let's get to the bottom of this on some other day, at some other place. Probably a wise choice. Alright, so there's the first fog one. So now that I know what these all entail, I'm probably just going to do them in whatever the fuck order I feel like doing them in. So in that case, next heart-to-heart is going to be random as shit. Here we go. Oh snap. Look at the murderess over here macking on a dude. Let's talk to her before the afternoon is over. She's going to disappear and shit.
Keep it down.
Did the backwater peasants who raise you neglect to teach you basic manners? It's considered impolite to interrupt at tea time. You seem somewhat dubious that I am actually enjoying tea at the moment. Well, I assure you, this is a fine cup of Ceylon tea. We're as fine as any knockoff manufactured here in New LA, at least. Can we join you? If you leave me alone, we can split a ration at some point down the road and call it dinner. Deal? We're in the middle of an important conversation, and it really can't be interrupted. Bye now. Doubt. Ask if this is one of her murder evil schemes. Ask if you can get in. Can I get in on this action? Are you a hyena dressed as a woman? I make the kill, yet you desire a share of the meat? You have to be careful about honing in on every money-making scheme you discover. It can be bad for your health. Go find your own money and maybe some self-respect while you're at it. I don't wish to speak any more of this venture. We'll catch up in the administrative district once there are blade missions to discuss. Until then, goodbye. Fuck you too, lady. I was just trying to say what's up. I didn't know you were over here macking on a dude so you could murder him for his money. Anyway, that was an interesting one. That's fun. Alright, let's see if I can find another one that's interesting. Okay, here's Doug, right over here in the residential district. Well, it's still afternoon and we have a dog. On the map, it told me he needed a dog. We needed a dog, and we have a dog still. So, Doug, what's up, dog? Hey there, Funky Cheek. This is your dog, right? Man, what a good boy. He was just letting me give him some loving. Why the fuck are you giving a dog a loving? Should I worry about it, or? You know, pets and stuff. I scratch under his chin, rub his belly, make his leg do that kicking thing, you know, loving. Okay, seriously, why are you giving me that look? When I pass a dog that needs loving, I'm not going to leave him hanging. Come on, bro. I love dogs. Do you have any pets of your own? Nah, I don't have any myself. I don't have the time or the money. Or heck, even the patience. If I ever find myself a little extra loving to give, yeah, I'll just invite myself over to play with your pooch. That's more than enough for me. Sorry, that seems a little selfish. Well, I've had my fill. Better get back to work. But if you ever get a line on the assignment with a big payoff, hook me up, bruh. Alright, I'll keep you in mind, Doug, because, well, you're all about that muns, hon. Okay, so that's another one down. Hey, look, it's Moi Moi. Sorry, I haven't delivered that food to your bro yet. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to Hope before it's not afternoon anymore, but she's over here in the residential district.
I swear.
Oh, hello there, Funky G. Are you on duty today? I have the day off myself, so I was just tending to my flower beds. Do you like flowers, Funky G? They're the best. I like them as well. I brought these seeds from Earth. I was so happy to see them bloom all the way out here. Seeing beautiful flowers always fills my heart with hope. It's always odd to say that, but it's true. I think that if these flowers can thrive on this world, then surely we humans can. Sorry, I didn't intend to act so profound there. I'll be very happy if my flowers bring you joy, even if they don't have any deeper meaning. That's very nice of you. You really do like flowers. You even know their names. I imagine you'll be busy with your blade work for a while, but when you have the time, would you like to plant some flowers here for yourself? I'd be excited to see which varieties you choose. I don't even like flowers, not in real life. I just pretend to in this game to get in your to say hi and be friends. Because I want to be friends, right? Friends. Friends are friends till the bitter end. Okay, here's Fog just standing over here with the cat. By the way, on my map it said we needed a cat. So this is Fog's second one. Let's go ahead and do this while we're here. Oh, Funky G, hello. Do you like cats? Me? No, not at all. Actually, I despise the wretched creatures. But they started it. They're always cruel to me. For example, if I were to turn my gaze from this one for even a moment, I know it would leap at me and slash my face repeatedly with its evil, evil claws. Back on Earth, the common house cat or Felis Catus, was ever a nemesis of mine. I had hoped things would be different here. After all, the Manon and Nopon have different languages, but for some reason we all understand each other. So with that in mind, I was trying to establish a form of meaningful communication with the local cats. It doesn't really seem to be working out, however. Why do you think cats and I are capable of understanding each other? Aren't capable of, maybe one day. Maybe one day. I suppose that's a possibility. I certainly haven't conducted any experiment on all of the cats here in Mira. One day I may indeed meet a cat who has no interest in using my face for a scratching post. I will hold that hope in my heart throughout my remaining years on this planet. Wow, what a fucking bleak outlook at life this guy has. He's a sad man. Anyway, he did bring up an interesting point about the aliens being all the different Xenos being able to talk to each other with English. Remember, I brought that up before, and I still find that to be an interesting thing that I'm sure we're going to find out the truth about later. I still have some reservations about what the whole story... let's not talk about this right now. Let's just go on to the next heart-to-heart. I still got time for a few more, I think. Here she is. Hey, Arena, how you doing? Over here in the Industrial District at night, just chilling on the side of the road. The more I hear about this scumbag, the more I want to punch him. Men like that need their asses kicked so they can remember their proper place. Oh, hey, Funky G. Perfect timing. We were just having some emergency girl talk. You want to get in on this? After all, outside of your team with the Colonel, there aren't all that many women in Blade. It's rare that we get a chance to talk about without having to hold back because some dumb guy's hanging around. Sure, girl talk it out. Let's do it. I know, right? Next time we'll have to do this at a bar and talk all night long. We can do some other things all night long if you want. But anyways, okay, so our girlfriend here, well, one of our fellow Blades has been putting the moves on her big time. But then she found out he's been hitting on her friends, too. He even asked me out for drinks a few times. She thought he really liked her, but it turns out he's just after every girl with a pulse. What a lowlife, right? It's more like just... I'll just agree. I know, right? You better watch out for creeps like that yourself. You're a lot cuter than I am, so I bet they're all over you like a cheap suit. You're cute too. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Have you been drinking on the job or something? You're not even making sense right now. Anyway, if a guy steps out of line, you tell me, alright? I'll show him what we interceptors do to unruly beasts. Alright, sounds good, girl. Girl talk. Anyway, okay. We still got time for at least a couple more, I think. Man, I'm flying through these. Senor Doug, what are you doing over here macking on a beezy? What up, Doug? Hey, it's Funky G. I was just asking the nice lady here to pull together some extra first aid kits for us. My next mission could involve run-ins with a pair of tyrants, possibly at the same time. And if we end up in a tough fight, we're likely to suffer multiple injuries. You need some help out there, bro? Oh, I don't think we need to go that far. I have my job to do, and you've got yours. I'm grateful that you'd look out for us like that, but it isn't right to let you carry the whole weight of Blade's mission on your shoulders. You have to trust that I can handle this. Of course, it all goes horribly wrong, we'll call for reinforcements. In that case, you might get a chance to help out after all. Oh, well, I'm sorry that I ended that heart-to-heart a lot faster than I should have. I guess these heart-to-hearts really do have the same consequences that they did in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, where if you do them wrong, you get less affinity. At least your affinity doesn't go down, that's all I really care about. Anyways, that one's done. We still got time. Let's do some more. Alright, here's Hope in the commercial district over by the back side of this building. We talked to Elma earlier on in this episode. Anyway, this will be her second one, I believe. Good evening, Funky G. What a surprise to see you here. I'm actually waiting to meet someone. Oh yeah? Who are you meeting? Are you that curious? Well, it's just Ada. We're going to go shopping together. She insisted that I refuse to counsel anyone on my day off and instead focus the time on myself. She's going to take me shopping for clothes and maybe pick up some fertilizer for my flowers. After that, she's promised to buy me dinner. What are you having for dinner? Apparently we'll be having steak. Ada says she received an unexpected reward for a mission she completed and is in the mood to splurge. I feel terrible that she's wasting it on me, but I'll suck it up and enjoy it as best I'm able. After all, no one knows better than I that true joy comes from bringing happiness to others. And I mustn't deny her that, right? Ah, that's Ada over there. I should be going. I look forward to working with you again soon. Me too, girl. Me too. Girls' night out. Let me know how that steak goes. I want some steak. Anyways. Alright, I think I got time for one more. Who's it gonna be, though? And we shall finish this trek up of our first wave of heart-to-hearts with Gwyn, who's standing outside of the hangar here in the admin district. We've already seen him here before, I just haven't talked to him.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, good to see you, Funky G. I was just talking with my old Pathfinder buddy of mine from basic training. He asked if I wanted to team up with him to set up a data probe in Oblivia. Think I should? Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I guess it does. The interceptor clears away the indigents so the Pathfinders can set up the probe. It's a classic strategy. But there is one thing that has me worried. None of the blades on this mission have any real experience, and it sounds like we'll be going to a pretty dangerous place. Maybe you should, don't give in to fear! Maybe start with an easier mission, or should I tell him to go? I'll go with him. Seriously? Oh man, if you came with us, I know we could do it! But I think Lieutenant Arena would be pissed that we didn't ask her for help first. And all the tyrants in Oblivion aren't half as scary as the Lieutenant when she's angry. Besides, I feel like this is something we should be able to manage by ourselves. So I think we'll try it without anyone's help. I really appreciate the offer, though. If you ever need me for anything, just say the word. Alright. Sounds good, Gwyn. Sounds good. Alright. Do we have time for... You know what? Fuck it. Let's do one more. That was faster than I thought. Yo, Doug! What up, dog? Let's finish off his third one, shall we?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, Funky G. You see what's going on over there? Those folks on the tennis court are doing everything completely wrong! Tennis isn't a balancing competition, you know, so what's everyone getting all excited about? You want to teach me the right way to play? Nope, not gonna happen. If I start teaching them how to play, they'll be all over me. There'll be no end to it. And besides, stepping up and teaching folks just isn't my style. I'll let you handle that kind of thing. So what brings you here, Funky G? I came to watch you play sports, bro. Came to watch you exercise, bro. I came to cheer you on, bro. Yeah, I came to cheer you on, bro. Or not you, but them. You gotta be kidding me. Here I am mocking them, and you're telling me this is the new hot sports craze that's sweeping New LA? There's no way. Although I guess we are away from expeditions most of that are away on expeditions most of the time, huh? That makes it pretty tough to keep up on local trends. Well, I'll make sure to my fellow blades to tell my fellow blades back in the barracks that balancing on tennis net posts is blowing up right now. That way they don't make the same mistake I did. Alright, you're welcome. Alright, so that's going to do it for the third one for Doug. So Doug's got 2 more to go. Now I think the heart-to-heart thing, you can't actually do them all unless you actually have your affinity up to that level. So like say, with Doug, I believe I'm only level 3 on his affinity. So I did his third of heart-to-heart, and I think that's all that is available to me. So I can't actually do all 5 of everybody's until they're actually to level 5. So basically we won't be finishing everyone's heart-to-hearts for a long time. But the point is, we just did a whole episode worth of heart-to-hearts, which was way more than I expected. I honestly thought they were going to have voice acting. I didn't think they'd be long, but I thought that'd be voice acting. There wasn't. So instead we flew through a bunch of them. I cut up the video and fucking read it as fast as I can. We can go through a ton of them. So we may not have as many heart-to-heart only episodes as I thought we would have. And we're definitely not doing all of one person's in one episode. Well, we started a lot of people. There's some people we didn't even start yet, but I doubt we're going to finish anybody's before we do the next heart-to-heart session. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to work on some more affinity before we do another heart-to-heart session for sure. I'm just glad I did as much as I did today. Anyways, I might consider doing another heart-to-heart episode not too long from now that I know this entails. I will have to map it out more though, because I pretty much did all the ones I have on my map other than like a handful, maybe 3 or 4 that are still in my map, and only like 2 that I could do. Or not 2 that I can do, but 2 that I know of that that are marked, that are already, like I'm not missing one in between. There's a couple that I'm missing one in between. I have to find the other one. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. Hope you guys enjoyed this heart-to-heart episode. In the next episode, we'll go back to doing questing because you guys love it. You know you do. We'll probably do some affinity quests because now that we got some more affinity, I think I just made it so I can do some more affinity quests. I'm not even gonna show you my affinity chart right now. I'm gonna tease you with it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!